it's time to do some cooking and then some gaming. Yes, on this episode we take you through our selection of cooking gadgets and then we help you decide which gaming console to buy. All coming up.
Move aside, Nigella, and sayonara, Mr. Dalda. The i-Techie robot is going to show you some highly circuitized and mechanized food preparation. So throw away those pots and pans and make way for some robotic cranks, gears, and cams. That's all coming up on Motor Skills. Who doesn't love a nice, juicy steak? Vegetarians, you might say. Well, if you are one too, then be prepared to lose out big time, because the Steakhouse Grill has introduced a new steak toaster that brings true grilling right to your table. Now, with the Steakhouse Grill, food products cook without coming into contact with their own fat.
Without leaving behind any smoke or smell in the kitchen, its vertical position ensures that the fats drain into the special tray. Apart from serving up a pointedly lighter meal, this also prevents the usual flourish of smoke and the accompanying olfactory phenomena, which tends to get in, well, just about everywhere. So it's particularly useful if you've got somewhat less than regal living quarters. Its special internal grill is equipped with springs that adapt to foods with different thicknesses, ranging from 3 centimeters down to half a centimeter.
Besides, these two vertical plates also guarantee cooking is completed in half the normal time because your food's cooking on both sides simultaneously. And you don't need to turn your delicious steaks over. So no more drooling over the thought of a nice steak with some sautéed mushrooms and steamed vegetables, because you can now have your very own steak toaster. Sound too good to be true? Well, it's not. It's made by Ariete and it costs $220 on Amazon.com.
Cooking can often become a dreadful experience when even the quickest and easiest of meals turn into an enormous beanstalk or heap of dishes. Save yourself the frustration because two talented designers have solved your problem with their new conductive cooking plate.
Just cook your food directly on the plate, and then once it's done, there's no need to serve up. Not only does it cut out having to wash a frying pan, but also saves you big time on the water bill since you have no additional dishes to clean.
Ranging from large families to those that are single and like to keep your meals simple, this plate serves all fairly well. It would also make it so you could cook directly from your desk, especially if you're a college student. And who knows, in the near future it could replace the need for an oven entirely. It's available at Amazon for $75.
Have you been sitting at your desk all day long? Is your coffee cold? Would you rather have a cold, bland meal or wait in line for the microwave in the kitchen? Can you not even leave your desk because you have a deadline to meet? And does that mean being chained to your cubicle and condemned to eating cold food for the rest of your hectic career? How about a USB microwave that can heat small dishes right where you sit?
So forget about all those trips to the kitchen or treks to the cafeteria. Now you can reheat coffee right at your desk or nuke some soup from your brown bag lunch with this handy device which can heat small dishes right where they are. Not only does it feed you hot food, but it also drives your workmates nuts with a wafting sense of cooked food coming from your cubicle. That's where the strangely named Beans-A-Wave comes in as the world's smallest portable microwave oven.
Well, actually, such a device does exist, and the reality is that it doesn't use microwaves at all, per se. It uses the same sort of waves used for cellular telephones, which should give us pause because we generally have a phone glued to our ear pretty much all day. But it uses those waves to generate the heat needed to cook or warm up food or drink. And the Beans-A-Wave can tune those cellular wave frequencies to generate exacting heat to cook a wide variety of foods, including pot pies, cups of soup, or even a hamburger. It's made by Heinz and it costs $150 on Amazon.com.
We already discussed an oven that cooks via USB, and we would be remiss in our duties at i-Techie if we did not report on other advancements in oven technology, such as this particular oven that cooks with lasers. That's right, lasers. In fact, this oven uses a combination of 3 lasers to cook your food, which are specifically under your control. So if you want your pizza cooked at 350 degrees, you can make that distinction. This oven has a specially designed ventilation system. This sophisticated system fans away all the odd scents that occur with laser cooking. It's been developed by Electrolux and a winning designer after it won the competition Cooking in the Future. It's expected to hit stores very soon. Experts guess before 2010.
With the onset of the anti-stab knife comes the idea of a remake of Psycho. Agreed, the concept of the anti-stab knife sounds as ridiculous as a gun without a bullet. But the blunt upper protrusion prevents someone from a potentially fatal wound. Apparently that pointy part on the front is only capable of getting caught on clothing and can only pierce flesh just a tiny bit. So, if a couple is having a spat while one of them happens to be chopping up veggies for dinner, this knife ensures that no one gets hurt. The purpose of the anti-stab knife, then, is to prevent a fatality through a passionate crime. It's still a concept, and there's probably no need for it to come to mass retail.